Hello crafters, in tonight's video we're going to be making a Valentine's card using the angle tri-fold card design with the Country Floral Lane Designer Series paper and the Country Bouquet bundle, which is made up of the Country Bouquet photopolymer stamp set and the Country Bouquet punch. And we'll be using the Friendly Gnomes photopolymer stamp set, all found in the new mini catalog. Then we'll be using the Adorable Owls Cling stamp set found in the SALE-A-Bration Brochure. That's right, the January through April 2023 mini catalog is available now. I hope you'll feel as inspired as I do. The sale ends May 1st. Our biggest promotion is going on right now in the SALE-A-Bration Brochure. We have something for everyone. When you shop during SALE-A-Bration, for every $50 and $100 you spend, you'll earn exclusive SALE-A-Bration items for free. When you host a show during SALE-A-Bration and it reaches $300 in sales, you'll earn the Scenic Garden stamp set for free. Okay, those are great deals, but I think the best is when you join SALE-A-Bration. We have 3 options there. The first 2 you get to pick from the mini boho cut and emboss machine or the basic white cut and emboss machine, and you get to pick $175 of product for only $129. The third option is you get to pick $175 in products, but you only pay $99, and you become an independent demonstrator. How great is that? Hi, I'm Joan and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I created this video for Joan Simple Paper Crafts found right here on YouTube. If you're new here, I want to thank you for stopping by. And if you're a returning guest, welcome back. Be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below. That way you won't miss when I post a video, which is typically once a week. Now give me a few seconds to turn the camera down and we can get started. Here's our Valentine we're going to make tonight. And I have our Designer Series paper, the Country Floral Lanes Designer Series paper. And you get 12 pieces here. This is double-sided. One side has the flowers on it, and then the other side has some kind of pattern. And this is what we're going to be using tonight. And this is the reverse side of what we're using. And we'll be using this too. So we're using both sides of this paper here. See? Then we're going to be using these layering circle dies. And we're going to be using the 3-inch layer. That's the scallop layer. And then the 2 3/4 inch circle die. And then for the Country Bouquet, we have this stamp we're going to be using and the I Love You stamp. And then for the Friendly Gnomes, we're going to be using this right here. Just the little flowers. And then for the Adorable Owls, this is a SALE-A-Bration stamp set. And we're going to use this owl. Then I punched out this heart here using this punch right here. And that's part of the Country Floral bundle. And I bought that as a bundle, so I saved 10%. I want to get started by doing all the stamping first. So we want to stamp this circle first. And so I'm going to bring in my mini cut and emboss machine. And we'll use this for the 3-inch scalloped piece. And I'm just going to set that on there and run it through. Next, we want to use plate 1. Then we want to use plate 2. And I'm going to use this side here. I don't remember which side I used when I cut the other one. Then I put my paper down, and then we use the second plate 2. You can't see the 2 anymore on it because it is worn off, but it is a plate 2. And I'm just going to feed that through. And I like to get these cut out ahead of time so that I can stamp right in the center. And since I had the paper already left from cutting out our cardstock, I wanted to just use this paper here. We'll want to stamp this, and we'll want to stamp this, and we'll leave this for later. So I'm going to stamp the owl first. We're going to use our Memento Tuxedo Black, and I'm just going to stamp it lightly and check to make sure I don't have it anywhere on the red rubber, the lower surface of the red rubber. And then you want to get this pretty much centered on here. It's a little bit higher than centered because I have that other sentiment that I want to put underneath. So there we go. And then I'm going to take the I love you and we'll put that on there. Sorry if my head's in the way. Okay, and I am going to stamp off on here. Then we're going to take this Happy Valentine's Day and stamp that with our Memento ink. And just make sure that there's no ink on this lower stamp portion here. And then I'm going to center it. So this is above the center line, but centered left to right. And then we'll use the same thing for the flowers. And then I'm just going to stamp off. And I'm using my Stamp and Scrub off camera. And stamping off camera. Then we can put this away. Then I want to color these ends. For this one right here, I'm going to use my dark petal pink and my dark mint macaroon. And I'm going to just use a nub tip and just color the leaves inside here. Pretty simple to do. And I think I'm done with this color here. I'm going to do this one again. Then we have our dark petal pink, and I'm going to use a nub tip again and just color these flowers. You could use the same stamp on the outside of the envelope if you'd like and color that as well. I'm not going to do that for this card tonight, but just wanted to let you know you could be able to do that. Then let's get the owl taken care of. So I'm going to say let's use our light cherry cobbler, and we'll start with the bow tie. And I'm going to be coloring this all as one color, one shade. I'm not going to be shading anything in. So I'm going to fast forward on these. I'm going to do the natural tone 500. I want to take a second here to explain my actions. In a few seconds here, I'm going to take an X-Acto blade and cut into the wing. And I do that so that I can slip the Valentine under the wing, and it'll look like the owl is holding the Valentine. Back to our video. Then we'll use the natural tone 900. Let's see. That looks good. And then we're going to use the dark pumpkin pie. And then we've got our light shade of spruce. And I am going to take my dark basic black and try and color in his center of his eye, his pupil, because it had some white dots in there. I must have missed it when I stamped that part. So that's all we needed for the stamping. I'm going to set these aside, and then we're going to cut our cardstock. And we're going to take this 8.5 by 11 inch piece of cardstock, and we're going to cut it at 5.5 inches by 11. And that would be 14 centimeters by 27.9 centimeters. And then we need to score this at 3 3/8 inches and 7 5/8 inches. That would be 8.6 centimeters by 19.4 centimeters. So let's go 3 3/8 first. And what I can do is I can flip this over and just do the same 3 3/8, or that would be 8.6 centimeters. Okay. Then we're going to take this. We've got our valley fold here, and then we've got the mountain on the score line. So you want to find the valley and fold it over. So you're folding it away from you. So when you got the valley, you fold it away from you. I'm just going to take my scoring tool, boning tool, and score it on both sides to get a nice crisp edge. Let me get these out of the way. And this one will do the same thing. Then we're going to take our piece of 3 3¼ by 5¼ inch piece of designer series paper. And I just want to see how it sits on here. Make sure I got it cut about right. Yeah. So that's what I thought. This is a 5½ inch piece of paper, and that is a 1/4 inch longer than what it needed to be. So this paper should have been cut 1/8 inch wider. So that's why this is not coming to the edge compared to the sides here. And I don't have another piece to go from right now. So we're going to just go ahead and we'll just center it on there. So we're going to take these two pieces and we're going to cut them at the diagonal. And with that diagonal cut, we're going to use our trimmer. So let's take our trimmer out here, and we're going to start with this point here, put it on our trimmer, and have it sit in the track. So we've got this point in the track right here. And then we have this point right at the 1½ inch piece right there. Just checking to make sure I've got it in the track still. All right, and then I'm just going to slice upward. I usually slice upward, and over time it gets dull quicker than when you're slicing up and down. So what I'll do when it's dull, I will pull it down here and take it out. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a spot here where you can take it out, and I will just flip it over. So then I'm using the side that hasn't been used as often. Now we're going to take the second cut. I'm going to take this point here, and we want to go 1 inch. So we've got it right here in the track, and we got this at 1 inch right here. I want to make sure I got this in the track again. Okay. And we'll do the same thing with this piece here, but we're going to do it the opposite way. So I'm going to take this, have it in the track, and then go at 1½ inches. So this is 1½ right here. Bring this back here. And then we'll take this point here and we want to bring it in by 1 inch. So I've got this in the track right up here, and bring this down at 1 inch. And it slipped on me, so let's see if I can't get that back where I want it. And it slipped again, so there we go. And I have it, there's right there, and it's at 1 inch, so I'm going to cut upward. There we go. And now we're going to cut these same way. So we're going to take this fold line here, right here, have that be in the track, and we're going to have this point be 1.5 inches out. So here's our 1.5 inch point there, and we need to get this up in the track yet. And I need to slide this down so I can get that up there. So there's our point, and I'm going to cut. I think it slid on me. There we go. And we're going to take this and we're going to go that in the point, and this will be at 1 inch. And the same thing on this side. It's the reverse image, so we're going to have that up there and this down at 1.5 inches. And then we'll take this point here and have it at 1 inch. So you can see. I think I got all my cutting down now, so let me get the trimmer put away. And I am just going to use my bone folder just to get all those edges folded in the right direction, because my cutting blade is leaving a little ridge there. All you need to do is flatten it with the bone folder. And then we'll glue these down. So let's glue this down here. I have my silicone mat there. That helps protect my work surface from getting all gummy. And I'm going to start in the center here. I should have had this bottle hanging upside down. Okay, there we go. There we go. And I'm just going to take my bone folder and kind of rub out the glue bubbles. And we'll do the same thing on this side. And I am going to put this down here. So I want that at least to be lined up at the base there. And then kind of get it lined up there too at the top. So this has the right amount of space there. Okay, then we'll take our basic white and we'll glue that down. I'm using this multi-purpose glue that I have in the small needle nose bottle, and it allows me to do this very fine line here. So then I don't have all that excess glue that would always come out when I go and use my bone folder on here. I'm going to leave about 1/8 of an inch for the border on the left and the right, and then a little more than 1/8 of an inch on the top and the bottom to compensate for the incorrect cut. Okay, then we've got this we want to glue onto here. Oh, I don't want to do that yet because I want to make a spot for that rose. And let's go ahead and cut this rose. This is real red that I'm using, and I want to just cut it in here. I'm lined it up there, and I'm not worrying about the rest of that. I only need the red rose. Then I want to cut it this right here so that I can stick the rose underneath. And let me see if I can find my cutting machine. So I have this X-Acto blade. It'll be fine if I use it here with the glue on it. And I'm going to just go all the way around this wing here. So I'm just doing that top feather of his wing. And I'm going to go right up all the way there and come across. And let's see. Okay, so I've got it here. And it's a little bit of paper sticking out there. I don't want that, so I'm going to trim that off and find my trimmer. So there's just a little fuzzy underneath, so I'm just cutting that off because I don't want that. Then we're going to slip this rose right underneath, or not a rose, it keeps calling it a rose, a heart underneath. So there we go, and I'm going to put a little glue underneath this right here. Like this. And I'm going to put a glue on this part here. There. And then I'm going to lift this up and I'm going to put a glue dot right underneath there to give it some height. And let me see if I can't turn my Take Your Pick tool around to the spatula. And I'm just going to pull that up and lift this up here and then just slide it. Okay, there we go. Let's get rid of that. And now we can put glue on the back side here. Then we're going to put it right here. And I'm just going to have a little bit of scallop all the way around. And let's see if I can't get my bone folder out. And I want this to be raised up, so I'm going to use my dimensionals. And I'm only going to put it on the left side. And I'll put 3 down the left center. And I'll just put 1 over here. And I'm just going to grab these real quick. I should have used my Take Your Pick tool because I can't get them with my fingernails. Okay, so then we have this card here. And you want to center it over the card base. So just like that. There we go. And I think I'll bring in my other card here. And we'll have that showing the inside. And we'll have this showing the outside. I hope you liked this project as much as I did. If you enjoyed today's video, would you do me 2 favors? Click the thumbs up emoji. That means you like it. And would you share it on social media with your crafting friends and pin it to Pinterest? These actions will help me to keep sharing my ideas with other crafters for free, and I'd really appreciate that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below so you won't miss any future videos. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me. I'm here to help in any way that I can. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Just reach out to me. If you'd like to place a Stampin' Up! Order or would like a catalog, hop over to my website where you'll find the Shop Now button. To shop with me, you'll need to go to joanheberlein.stampinup.net. Mark your calendars. I'll be back next Sunday, January 22nd at 7 p.m. Central Time, and we'll be making another Valentine card using something from the new mini catalog. I hope you'll be here to join me. Thanks so much for being here with me tonight. I look forward to next time. Bye for now, and don't forget to subscribe.